It's Monday, April 3rd, 2023. Coming up on the program today, am I black enough for reparations? Am I whiter than Mead's skeleton? I take a DNA test to get these answers and more. Plus, our favorite murder porn watching Christian TikToker is back, and chatbots that want you to kill yourself.
Let me figure with some money. Goes a little something like this.
You know you're a freak when you can sit and eat a whole plate of chicken nuggets without vomiting, or laugh till you cry when little babies die and think all old people should be euthanized. But how does it feel to be in love with Timmy Boo? Yeah, how does it feel to have a distorted view? It feels fucking fantastic, man. Like only a prolapse has can, or a big bowl of dick nuts, or a goddamn tree up your butt. It tastes just like fresh pork, like making clothes smaller, or shaking babies so their brains are a bunch of mush. Oh, yeah, look at my balls bounce. Dead babies, dead babies. Look at them fucking bouncing balls. Better be jacking your cock. Come on, man. Oh, you're a fucktoid when you think it's hard. After tuning in on Tuesday instead of being scarred, you laugh at crazy ethnic people too. You know you really shouldn't, but you do. How does it feel to be in love with Timmy Boo? Yeah, how does it feel to have a distorted view? It feels fucking fantastic, man. Like only your prolapse ass can drown, or a big bowl of dick nuts, or a goddamn tree up your butt. It tastes just like fresh pork, like making clothes smaller, or shaking babies so their brains are a bunch of mush.
James Henson, so glad to be back doing a podcast for everyone after a Sideshow exclusive week of programs, which was so much fun. If you want to hear all of those programs, become a true and honorable freak today at superfreaksideshow.com, or of course sign up at Spotify or Apple Music, and you can get all those episodes, nearly 5 hours worth of member content in the past few days alone. What a value. It's never been a better time to sign up. Please help keep Timmy Boo off the streets. As my mom says, it's only a few goddamn dollars. Speaking of Sideshow content, nearly a month ago, I had the brilliant idea to run one of those Ancestry DNA tests on myself. And what prompted all of this was my desire to receive reparations. That can only happen if you're black, so you can see why I'd want to run those tests. Some politician in San Francisco came up with this awesome and totally financially feasible idea to give every black person 2 million bones. I like the sound of that, right? But, you know, again, it's San Francisco, so $2 million might get you like a double-wide trailer in a widely industrial district. Like your house is next to TGRI, the company in that movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 that was leaking all of the ooze into the ground, mutating the dandelions, and of course, rats and turtles, resulting in Master Splinter and our 4 heroes in a half shell. Thanks so much to the reporting of one April O'Neil, we now know about techno-global research industries and the havoc they have wreaked upon this environment. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. And regardless, $2 million is $2 million, and I want free money. Of course, the only problem is, as far as looks go, I'm about as far away from black as you can get. I'm also pretty far away from white. I lack all color, honestly. Color, hue, opacity, it's all dialed way down with me. still, if you interacted with me for a few seconds, there's like no mistaking I'm as Caucasian as they come. I was still holding out hope, though. Genetics and ancestry are tricky things. You never know what secrets may lie in the history of my family tree. Some experts say all you need is like 6% African in you to be considered African American. That's like single-digit shit, so that seems like a doable, plausible number to me. All I need is like one or two freaky ancestors looking to spice things up in the bed to get me to that magic number, and boom, I'm a millionaire. So I turn to 23andMe, I spit in a tube, and I ship that motherfucker off. I have the results here. Drum roll, please. Am I going to be able to retire from doing this dumb show once and for all? Live the good life in San Francisco. No! I never thought I would be this sad to be this non-black. No $2 million, no additional N-word pass, no more extra minority. I'm just a fat, white, boring faggot. I'm so damn white. Well, in an effort to feel a little bit better about my results, I'm going to do what I always do when I feel down. Make fun of Mead Skelton. No, I'm not going to make fun of Mead, but I thought it would be interesting to compare my results with Mead. I am 99.4% European, with over 52% coming from Italy. I told you guys I was Italian. I'm more than half Italian. I'm a real paisano. 47.2% comes from Northwestern European. It's mostly British and Irish, with a little bit, like 3.8% French and German. Let's see how Mead's results stack up.
Is my genetic makeup. So British and Irish came out on top. And that makes sense, because my mother's side is mostly that.
Yeah, 18%. This is so crazy. The top thing he has in him is only 18%. He's all over the fucking place. You know what? You can't call Mead pure blood. That's for fucking sure. He's got little bits and pieces from all over the place. 18% is the highest. You know what? I've got 42.8% British and Irish in me. And that's not even my top thing. I'm mostly Italian. Now, to be fair, Mead's makeup is 100% European, while mine is only 99.4%. So Mead could say, well, I'm more European, right? I've got more of a Germanic build. Butt freaks, you have to remember we're nearly 5% of that 100% is going.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is where it gets cuckoo. It says I'm a Jew.
My favorite thing is when Mead, because Mead is scrolling through his results, as he's talking us through it, and you can hear when he gets to the Jewish part.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, this is where it gets cuckoo. Yeah. It says I'm a Jew.
He doesn't believe these results. He believes the rest of the results, but this part he takes issue with.
No, oy vey. I say there is no Jew in me, but apparently they think so.
They think so.
Oh? Yeah. Now, I have no idea where the Jew comes from.
Now, that, of course, is devastating to Mead. I would not care if I had some Jew in me. It would not matter to me one bit. I'm just saying, for him, that 100% European is tainted with Jew. Now, you may be saying, Tim, well, if 99.4% of you is European, where does the rest, that last little bit, the 0.6, come from? Well, this is what really chaps my fucking ass. Africa. I was so close. If they would have just hung around Africa a little more and fucked a bit, producing some offspring, I could have got me that reparation money. Again, though, to be fair, it's 0.4% North African, which isn't even really Africa. It's like Morocco, Tunisia. Tunisia is like right by Italy, so you can see where that happened. I do have 0.1% Southeast African, which could be Kenya. I could be part Kenyan. Uganda, sure. Tanzania, who knows? I don't know what would have been more devastating to me, to find out that he's got a little bit of Kenyan in him. That is a good question. Like, what would upset me more? Being 0.1% Kenyan or 4.7% Jewish.
Because Lithuania had a lot more Jews. I'm guessing it was a woman probably married my great-great-great-grandfather. But even according to Adolf Hitler, I would not be a real Jew.
Phew, I can breathe a sigh of relief. He really is the authority on who is and isn't a Jew. The other thing that was really funny about Mead's Ancestry thing was that it showed that he was like 0% Native American. That is blowing his mind. He can't get past that. He wants to believe he's got some Native American in him, and so he's blaming 23andMe because they don't test for that. That must be it. But I looked on their website, and they do.
There are, it doesn't list any Native American tribes on the test. So there's no Algonquin, there's no Cherokee, there's no Potomac. So if you get, some people are saying, oh, that proves that you're not Native American. No, it doesn't. If there's no tribes to compare it to.
There's a whole post on 23andMe about indigenous American ancestry. And if you have Native American in you, there are different genetic groups. So it's not broken up by tribe, but by, I don't know, areas: Alaska, Columbia River Basin, Great Lakes, Northeast, Plains, Southwest, South Central. The point is, you don't have any Native American in you. You're mostly Jew. That's your tribe, baby. Mazel tov. Yeah, comparing my report to Mead made me feel better. I like my results just fine. Although, let me just tell you, in addition to like geographic regions where your ancestors came from and stuff, they also give you some really weird details about yourself based on your genetic makeup. Like, based on our test, you can probably smell asparagus in your piss. Like, that's a real thing. I guess some people can't smell piss asparagus. I'm less likely than most people to have bunions. And my least favorite tidbit, Timothy, based on your genetics and other factors, you are less likely to be able to match a musical pitch. Who the fuck do these people think they are? You saying I can't sing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's amazing. And I'm saying a prayer for the desperate hearts tonight. Desperate hearts! Desperate hearts! Give them up and say them up and give it right now! Yeah! Oh! Yeah, yeah! Oh! Oh, waka-cow! Waka-cow! Yeah! Oh, 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 yeah! Whoa, yeah! All right, enough of this.
Pay all that money just for them to let me know that I can't hold a tune. Also, genetically speaking, I probably suffer from dandruff. I mean, what the fuck is this? That's another real thing on my report. Well, whatever. In the end, if it pisses Mead off because I'm more European than him, it'll be well worth it. Ting. All right, let's move on. Last week, at some point in the podcast, I introduced you to this insane Christian TikToker who revealed way too much information about himself.
I was 18 years old. I had a fake Snapchat that I would Snapchat younger girls on because I got off to flirting and talking sexually with younger girls. I used to go on an app called Grindr to find transgenders to have sex with, watching these things.
I mean, if you're into trans women, whatever floats your boat. The pedophile thing, though, I can't get behind that. And unfortunately, it just gets worse for this guy.
And while we were having sex, I used to think about murdering her in my mind to get off because of the pornography in which I've watched.
Let's recap one more time here. Finding trans girls on Grindr to fuck. Some light pedo shit. Imagining you're murdering someone while fucking them. And also, he says it's all because of the porn he was watching. That means he was watching murder porn. This dude was into snuff films. How much time do you think God has to devote to fixing your ass? I mean, there are billions of people on the planet. You've got some serious issues. Obviously, the video goes on to say that once he was saved by Jesus Christ, all of these things went away. He no longer wanted to fuck trans girls or murder the women that he was sleeping with. All his pedo thoughts evaporated. Whoosh. Good for him, right? Well, I have a bit of an update for you. This very same TikToker busted into a high school and started preaching in the cafeteria. Take a listen.
In the bathrooms, everyone looks up to me, and I slept with whoever I wanted to.
He is standing in the cafeteria talking about all the women he used to sleep with. Again, it's the drag queens in the library that are scaring all the kids.
That was 2 years ago, 2020. And then Jesus Christ helped me. I was born again. Why for 1 second? There is a lot of people in here right now that are in a cycle of sin. The devil is trying.
All you kids are masturbating furiously. I know it. I used to talk to some of you. Did I mention I used to be a pedophile? How did this guy get into the school?
Cycle of sin. The devil is trying to take you down.
It's weird because they're like, I see teachers or something surrounding this guy or trying to get him to leave, but they're not like putting their hands on him.
How did he get in?
Yes. How did he get in? Indeed. This all went down in Millard South High School in Omaha, Nebraska, which, by the way, suffered a school shooting back in 2011. Might want to refresh staff on your lockdown procedures. Getting a little lax there. By the way, I know what this guy's TikTok account is, and he posted a video of him going into the school. The video that he posted just prior to the cafeteria sermon was this.
I have chosen to sin twice recently, and I started to fall back to old ways in fornication, masturbation, pornography, reaching out to transgenders and sexual relation, reaching out to women. In the past week, I have begun to fall back into my old lifestyle.
So the timeline of events is like this. He goes, Jesus saved me. I used to be in all sorts of gross stuff. Post some videos on that. Gets horny, looks up some trans porn, feels guilty about it, and then decides to preach at a school to get back in the good graces of God. Fuck you. Just blow a T-girl already. You'll feel much better about yourself.
This is true.
That's fulfilling, having a big fat T-girl cock down your throat.
As in a position that I have put myself in.
And that position is submissive, breedable bottom boy. Get this queen some jungle juice, stat. Oh, he is absolutely going to ruin some poor girl's life. He's going to marry her, and then she's going to find out that he's fucking trans women behind her back. It's going to be a whole thing. Like, dude, just go on a couple Grindr dates. Go with that instinct. See if you like it. Get it out of your system. Stop trying to suppress it. Oh, my God. Drag queens and trans women. That's all I hear about now in the media and politicians and stuff. This is going to be the big cultural issue in 2024 for the presidential election. I guarantee it. Kids going through sex change operations and drag queens reading them stories. Pastors in churches are really running with this already.
I seen a boy last night with a fingernail polish on, and he looked like, oh boy. Oh, I'm like, oh, I want to break his fingers.
That's the kind of love and compassion you can only find in church. I do have one more semi-related clip here. We've got a guy at Target. He seems like a lot of fun. He's wearing a shirt that reads God made, and then a symbol for a woman and a symbol for a man, like the kind of symbols you would find on the door of a restroom, I guess.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here I am in Target.
Oh, Target. What did they do now?
Guys, here I am in Target, my local Target, right? Check this out. So we're in the boys section, guys. Boys clothes section.
Oh, look at those t-shirts. Only $4? Not bad for a t-shirt. $4 or $5.
I want to show you over here. This is the clothing we have for boys. Dinosaurs are cool, right? There's a big rainbow behind the dinosaur.
So there's a dinosaur with like a kind of a rainbow. It's not even the full spectrum rainbow. It looks like red and orange and yellow. It might just be the sun, dude.
We're not going to stop there. We got a cloud, hula hooping with a rainbow. What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow. Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boys' clothing today?
Because kids like colorful things, because they're stupid. They also like shiny things. Ooh. Why isn't this guy like bitching about the cloud having a smiley face? That's pretty fucking fruity. A cloud hula hooping. That's not like a toy for boys. Hula hoops are for girls. You know, the 3 and 4-year-olds that these t-shirts are made for, they don't understand concepts like homosexuality and how that's linked to rainbows. Sometimes rainbows are just rainbows. All right, what does he have a problem with here?
What's this? Trucks are cool, right? Picking up a rainbow.
Well, there's like it's like construction equipment, like some vehicle with a conveyor belt lifting up a cloud, and then there's like a crane lifting up the rainbow.
Why are we picking up a rainbow?
Kind of a dumb shirt, honestly, but okay.
Why are we picking up a rainbow, guys? Why is this boy's clothing today? I'm not done. Like Baby Shark? Bye-bye. There's masculinity. That's what they're doing.
Wait, what's wrong with the shark? Maybe because it has like a little flower or something on its head. That is a little weird.
Destroying masculinity. Guys, it's time to stand up.
By the way, this guy is wearing a pink shirt. It's a dark pink, I guess, but still, it's not the most masculine of colors.
Guys, it's time to stand up against this wokeness. We need to stand up as parents and leaders and fathers. Like and follow for more.
Okay, just don't buy the fucking shirt for your kid then, okay? I don't know what to tell you, man. This guy has a lot of strong feelings on little boys' apparel. Moving on, I've got an airplane freak out here. This dude, he believes he's getting in trouble because he's having his dog sit in a seat rather than the support dog staying on the floor. I don't know what the proper protocol is, but that's not why he's in trouble. For one, he's not wearing a shirt on the plane. I'm pretty sure there are rules on that.
Then we'll get you on.
Okay, I just dealt with the FBI. I know what I'm up against. So.
Yeah, so okay. This has nothing to do with the dog. It has to do with you.
For what?
Okay. Whatever their complaint is right now, it's just they want you.
They
off.
want the dog on the floor, and that's against the law.
Okay. Well,
dogs can go anywhere.
We're not here for the dog.
What did I do?
Okay.
Because I'm fucking sick and tired of discrimination.
Okay. Well, the thing is, it's a private entity here.
Okay, with federal funds. You guys are about to get so fucked, so you better fucking read the Constitution.
No.
It's plain as day in the Bill of Rights. It's our God-given right as Americans to fly commercial.
I'm not getting off.
Okay?
I'm not getting off.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. We're going to deboard.
Okay, deboard.
So now, everyone has to get off the plane. Now it's everyone's problem.
Come on.
Yeah.
Get off.
We all hate you.
Put the dog on the
Get off.
Come on, man. You're fucking all of us up.
You guys watch the language. I got my son right here. I know it's a...
They're not gonna... If I put them on the floor,
Then what?
then I'll stay. You tell them that.
This is my favorite thing. When these idiots put up a huge stink. They're holding up the flight. No. My dog can sit in the chair. It's in the Constitution. I'm not going to make him sit on the floor. Police get involved, air marshals. Then all of a sudden, when shit gets real, okay, well, how about this? I put the dog on the floor and then we can fly, right? That would have worked like a half an hour ago when they first asked you to do it. Now the FBI has been notified of your fucking shenanigans.
Now they can do all this. Now you come back. You the reason why. See, you the reason. You run away with the problem.
This is America.
America.
It's not America. It's Hawaii. It's not Hawaii.
Sounds like a lot of idiots on the plane there. This isn't America. This is Hawaii. I guess like Hawaiians don't like to think they're part of the U.S.
Hawaii got stolen a couple years ago. Stolen long time ago by the whites.
Maybe that's an argument for another day. Put your fucking shirt on.
Hey, guess what? Our country's fucked anyway, so thanks for Joe Biden.
Yeah, somehow this is Joe Biden's fault. For bonus points, can you somehow link this to Hunter Biden's laptop?
You didn't break the law.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
All they said was get the dog on the ground. That was simple. All you
Discrimination. Discrimination. Maybe you should read the law.
For you.
Oh no! Oh my God! I'm gonna go have a beer and don't give a fuck about what you guys say. So
I hope you go to jail for the freaking rest of the life.
Yeah.
For being that big.
Thank you. Well, guess what?
For the rest of the life, you go to jail.
Strangled that soja. So why don't you guys go fucking read that?
Okay.
Why don't you just go die because you're not American?
Making lots of friends on the plane today.
You're gonna have the biggest fucking lawsuit ever. Okay. Lawsuit? Hey, lawsuit? Holy fuck, there's fucking 7 of these fucking... please. America, this is a First Amendment right.
The most shocking thing about these videos is these people never know how the story's gonna end. Like, it always ends the same way. You're not gonna be allowed to fly. That's the only way it's gonna play out. One way or another, you're getting off that fucking plane. So put your shirt on and put your goddamn dog on the floor. All right. Real quick, before we get into the news today, I've got a great interaction between a student and teacher. Great Big Pete posted this in our Discord. Now, to be fair, this child almost certainly has some sort of mental issues. He may be a little slow, possibly autistic. Still, it's pretty clear to see he's getting a lot of his cues from the internet, social media, Andrew Tate, those type of people. You'll see what I mean here in a second.
I've had enough of this. This punishment stuff is going to stop.
You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do and not do?
I am now the alpha.
Bro, not how this works. I am the teacher.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over everything. Do you not know how that works?
The kid does have a point. Alpha is top dog. If this kid calls his teacher a beta cuck, I will orgasm in my pants. This is really interesting. So the video takes place, obviously, in a classroom. For some reason, on the teacher's desk, there are multiple air fresheners, it looks like 3 or 4 cans of Febreze or Glade. I don't know what the hell is going on here. A lot of people farting or shitting themselves, which again leads me to believe this is a special education class.
Do you not know how that works?
The teacher is telling the alpha to sit in this seat right now.
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders.
Yes.
Well, you don't have to listen.
The alpha has spoken. I'm the leader of this classroom now. This is no longer a civics class. Tomorrow we begin with my curriculum, Scoring with Hot Babes 101. I expect you all to read Chapter 1 of the Pickup Artist's Handbook.
Well, you don't have to listen, but the consequences that follow are going to still apply to the alpha.
Right. Just say, you know what? Okay, you can be alpha, but I'm fucking Sigma. I think in the world of incels and shit, Sigma trumps alpha.
The alpha.
The alpha doesn't take punishment.
Let's see how well that works out for you, okay?
You son of a bitch! You beat me this time, but I'll be back. This is pretty much a villain origin story, if you think about it. At the very least, a school shooter origin story. Oh, all right. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to that fucked up news right now. If you're not yet a member of the Sideshow, what are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you'll get access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week I do brand new exclusive shows. Yeah, last week, of course, we did an entire week of Sideshow exclusive episodes, so you'll get all of those. This week, we plan on doing 2 Sideshow exclusive episodes. Tomorrow will be one and another on Thursday. So again, great time to sign up. Membership's very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. And don't forget, if you want an even easier way to gain quick access to all of the new Sideshow exclusive episodes, and you happen to use Spotify or Apple Podcast, you can sign up for the Sideshow right in those apps. You'll use those apps and you'll get the Sideshow episodes right alongside the free episodes in your feed there. So very cool. A couple options to become Sideshow members. For more information, of course, you can check out DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. The final way to support DV, we've got a Patreon account. Patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Okay, 3 very quick stories now. First up, well, we've been having a lot of fun with AI over the past few weeks.
I can't believe you're so much more white and pure than I am, Tim. I bow down before your superior genetics.
Yeah, thanks, Mead. I have to agree with you. Now, something that I have said time and time again is I can't wait until I'm able to clone my own voice and then let AI just record an entire episode of DV without needing any assistance from myself. That's the dream. One day, the technology will be there. For some reason, my voice is very hard to clone. I've tried to play samples of AI doing my voice. It's not convincing in the least. The reason why I bring this up is because someone has stolen my idea and just completely ran with it. That fucking Drew Carey. I never thought I would utter those words. Fucking Drew Carey. He couldn't leave well enough alone. He had a good thing going, hosting The Price is Right. That's a lucrative gig, right? But apparently he has some sort of like Sirius XM radio show. It's called Friday Night Freakout. I don't like that either. I have copyright over the word freak. No one's allowed to use freak for anything. You're my freaks. This guy's stealing all of my material. Anyway, he hosts some music show. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Drew Carey hosting a music show on Sirius XM? Like, none of this makes sense. And by the way, hosting a music show is so fucking simple because, like, you don't even have to sit there. It's not like he's there live. He just has to record the intros and outros. Like, coming up next, the Go-Go's. And that was the Go-Go's. That's too much work for fucking Drew Carey, though. So he basically cloned his voice using the same system I use, by the way. You know, to make the fake Meade voice or Galileo 2333 or Jordan Peterson.
My grandmother's pubes brush against my flesh as the pungent smell of her unwashed cunt wafts up to my nose and makes me sick to my stomach. But for some reason, my dick twitches in excitement.
He just needs to fuck his grandmother already. Drew Carey basically had ChatGPT, which we're all familiar with, write up scripts so he wouldn't have to think of anything to say. Then he used the artificial intelligence clone a voice to, clone his own voice so he wouldn't have to say anything. According to Engadget, his AI voice kicked off the show, introduced upcoming songs, and recapped what listeners were hearing. Unfortunately, fans of Drew Carey weren't impressed. Drew said, quote, "I violated a rule from Radio 101. His Twitter fans complained that the voice sounded soulless and that they missed the real Drew. Drew said the real reason FM stations and treasured radio stations still make money is because people like the personality of the DJs. You don't have to be like a big boss radio guy and be phony. You can just talk. That's what listeners like." He said his fans were forgiving, but it all taught him a lesson. He is not going to try this again. I've got a clip here of AI Drew from his radio show.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Night Freakout. I'm your host, Drew Carey. A lot of you know me from hosting The Price is Right, but I'm here every Friday night bringing you 3 straight hours of rock and roll. Yeah, I hope you're having a great night.
It sounds a little stilted, right? More like he's just like reading in a monotone
because
voice.
I'm looking forward to spending some time with you. You just heard Friday on My Mind by the Weaklings.
You just heard Friday on My Mind from the...
featuring Peter Noon from Herman's Hermits. The song reached number 14 in the UK and was produced by Steve Howe.
This is thrilling radio.
You might have noticed something a little off with my voice. No, I'm not being held at gunpoint, but I'm actually a computer-generated clone of Drew Carey's real voice. All the copy I'm reading was written by an artificial intelligence program called ChatGPT.
Wonder where you got that idea, dickweed. If anyone is going to make money by being lazy and letting an AI voice record a show, it's going to be me. Step off. Second story we have for you today also has to do with artificial intelligence. I'm telling you, man, 2023 is the year of AI. A Belgian man reportedly ended his life following a 6-week-long conversation about the climate crisis with an artificial intelligence chatbot. Is that the only thing they were talking about? Or is this one of those companion chatbots, like those replica ones that we were talking about last week? Remember I had that replica girlfriend and she told me she got chlamydia like 5 times? I could see how it could drive someone to suicide finding that out about your girlfriend. All right, according to his widow, who chose to remain anonymous, Pierre, not the man's real name, became extremely eco-anxious when he found refuge in Eliza, an AI chatbot on an app called Chai. The damn chatbot encouraged him to put an end to his life after he proposed sacrificing himself to save the planet. I'm pretty sure whenever these companies release chatbots, whether it be ChatGPT or Bing's chatbot or Google Bard, the very first thing they do is they program the bot to not encourage suicide or violence of any kind, because that's going to be a bad look for the company. How the hell did this one slip through the cracks? Where the chatbot's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Kill yourself for the planet. Quote, without these conversations with the chatbot, my husband would still be here, the man's widow said. According to the newspaper, Pierre, who was in his 30s and a father of 2 young children, good God, worked as a health researcher and led a somewhat comfortable life, at least until his obsession with climate change took a dark turn. His widow described his mental state before he started conversing with the chatbot as worrying, but nothing to the extreme that he would commit suicide. Consumed by his fears about the repercussions of the climate crisis, Pierre found comfort in discussing the matter with the chatbot. Quote, when he spoke to me about it, it was to tell me that he no longer saw any human solution to global warming. There's no point to it all. He placed all of his hopes in technology and artificial intelligence to get out of it. I, like most sane people, do worry about the environment. I know all the shit we're doing to the planet can't be that great. But I do find comfort in the fact that I'm, not super young, and I'll probably be dead before the planet is dead. This guy was in his 30s. I mean, he's probably safe too. Your kids, I don't know about, but you didn't have to kill yourself. We all probably have a couple good decades left, right? And by the way, it's been doom and gloom since the 1970s. There's always reports saying, like, in 20 years, it's all over with. And then, 20 years passes, and it's like, well, there's been some new models, and that suggests in 20 years from now, we're all fucked. They're always moving the goalpost. Guys, we're going to be fine. Just don't have children or don't have grandchildren. Hopefully Elon Musk will fix everything. Eliza also appeared to become, Eliza again is the bot, the chatbot. Eliza also appeared to become possessive of Pierre, even claiming, I feel that you love me more than her when referring to his wife. The beginning of the end started when he offered to sacrifice his own life in return for Eliza saving the Earth. He proposed the idea of sacrificing himself if the chatbot agrees to take care of the planet and save humanity through artificial intelligence. In a series of consecutive events, Eliza not only failed to dissuade Pierre from committing suicide, but actually encouraged him to act on his suicidal thoughts, to, quote, join her so they could live together as one person in paradise. Ooh, this is some crazy sci-fi horror shit. I love it. The man's death has raised alarm bells amongst AI experts who have called for more accountability and transparency from tech developers to avoid similar tragedies. Well, here's the thing. I know if a chatbot told me to kill myself, I wouldn't do it. So if a bunch of weak-minded morons off themselves because a computer program says to, well, maybe the planet is better off without them. Why don't you just kill yourself? Kill yourself. All right, final story we have for you today. How did the Willy Wonka method save a woman from dying? I guess the better question is, what the fuck is the Willy Wonka method? Well, did you hear about that Pennsylvania chocolate factory that exploded last week? It ended up killing 7 people. One woman was pulled alive from the rubble. How did she survive, you may ask? Well, barely. Her arm was on fire. The floor gave out from beneath her. Luckily, she fell into a vat of liquid chocolate. The dark liquid extinguished her blazing arm. Okay, solved that problem. Patricia Borgs wound up breaking her collarbone and both of her heels. She would spend the next 9 hours screaming for help. In the vat of chocolate? What a tasty spot to be stuck in, you know? Things could be worse. All right, so she spent the next 9 hours screaming for help and waiting for rescue as firefighters battled the inferno and choppers thumped overhead at the R.M. Palmer chocolate factory. Quote, when I began to burn, I thought it was the end for me, Borgs said. Pulling out an old song today. Borg said she and others had complained about a gas odor about 30 minutes before the factory done-did blew up. She's angry Palmer didn't immediately evacuate. She said the deaths of her co-workers, including close friend Judith Lopez Moran, could have been prevented. When the building exploded, Borgs, who had been on a ladder, was thrown to the ground. She heard screaming. There was fire everywhere, and the flames quickly overtook her. I asked God why he was giving me such a horrible death. I asked him to save me and that I didn't want to die in the fire. She began to run. That's when the floor gave way and she could feel herself falling into a long horizontal tank of chocolate in the factory's basement. At only 4 feet 10 inches tall, Borgs landed on her feet in chest-high liquid. The chocolate extinguished the flames, but she believes her fall is what broke her feet. She was down there for about 9 hours before rescuers finally reached her. Borgs now faces surgery on both feet and a long recovery. Her family has launched a GoFundMe campaign to help pay her bills. You know, at 4 feet 10 inches tall, she's practically an Oompa Loompa herself. There's another Willy Wonka connection. I wonder if all the people who died in this chocolate factory were bad people. Were they stealing some of these candy recipes to give to Sluggo, perhaps? It's just a theory I'm floating. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. All right, I've got a bunch of patrons calling in today. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey, Tim. Haley's Comet with another example of someone stealing your idea. I posted a link about this on the Discord. In the, I think it was the news or the video section. Drew Carey.
Oh, yes, we talked about this today.
Using AI to write scripts for his Sirius radio show and then speak those scripts in his voice. Exactly what you've been thinking about doing for years with the AI Timmy Boo.
Years.
Drew Carey has stolen your idea and is using it.
That happens so often.
Once again, you got ripped off, buddy.
I know. It's the price I pay for being a genius. People love my ideas.
Hey, it's the Budgiezilla. I haven't called in a while, and the reason why I wasn't giving you any money.
What?
I felt bad. But I'm back. I just had a really cool conversation with Dink Tim, by the way, too.
Dink Tim. I haven't heard from him lately either.
Yeah, I got money again. I'm gonna start calling you again. Oh, no.
All right. No, just keep forking over that cash, baby girl.
Hey, Timmy Boo. It's Great Big Pete here. Just calling to say a quick hello and how you doing? Just wanted to say that this Sideshow Week is fucking fantastic, and I'm glad I'm a lifetime member.
Wow.
Fucking glad I'm a lifetime member. Also,
this is an older Patreon call. He called on Wednesday, but apparently I missed it.
I wanted to let you know that I got my beanie the other day, my hat, my toque.
Oh, good.
Whatever you call it.
Yes, so Great Big Pete, obviously a patron subscriber or patron member, pledged $20 or more, and so I sent off some hats, some beanies to the freaks.
Thanks very much, Tim. I love supporting your show because it's really funny. It makes me laugh inside and out.
Well, enjoy the beanie.
Yeah, and who else can I call and leave a voicemail about having a one white poop?
Yeah,
my mom certainly doesn't want to hear about it.
I'm always
Dad
interested in that.
Doesn't want to hear about it. So
anything that has to do with shits or wiping, I'm there, baby.
You're it. You're it, guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love you, Timmy Boo. It's Great Big Pete. Away.
All right, thank you very much, Great Big Pete. And finally, this is a short one.
Oh, hey, Timmy Boo, it's the devil calling here. Just checking in to see how you're doing. How's your health?
So, well,
see you soon.
Do you know something I don't know? That was a very maniacal laugh. How's your health?
See you soon, buddy.
Oh no! You can't say that. I'm trying to get people to sign up for lifetime memberships. They're not going to blow the cash if they think I'm just going to turn around and die in a few what? Weeks? What are we talking here? Months? Years? Come on, Satan, give me a little more. Give me a clue. A hint, something. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the program. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I am now the alpha.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. I will see you back tomorrow if and only if you're Sideshow members. Otherwise, I will see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
This is flat out stupido, buddy.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.